Yes, good morning and welcome to the program. It's all about the press newspaper review. And today, Friday, the 25th day of June 2021. I am Anosike Chimeze. It's 28 minutes before the hour of 11. Yes, it's a beautiful Friday morning, and thank God it's Friday. I'm not alone in the studio. I have my colleagues. We are well seated to give you the latest, yes, the review on the newspapers this morning. From my left-hand side is...
Olumakaiye Ajadi, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Sandra Ejkeme.
Kayode Ezekiel, good morning.
Yes, all of us together will be doing justice to the newspapers. And remember, you can download the app on Google Play Store and Apple Store. You can also follow us on our social media platforms on Facebook, Lagoonradio Nigeria, Twitter and Instagram. No, Twitter is on strike in Nigeria. Yes, Instagram, Lagoonradio NG. And we are live on Facebook. Yes, tune in and watch us. We are there so that you can see the beautiful and handsome faces this morning. We are here to brighten your day. And
be smart, you know, that's the name of one radio station. Brighten your day.
They are learning from us.
They are learning.
We do brighten people's day. Okay, yes. We'll start this morning with the Punch newspaper. Buhari leaves. Yes, on the news lead story. Buhari leaves for UK checkup as doctors threaten fresh strike. Yes. According to the presidency, the president is going for medical follow-up. He will return in July. Buhari beats 21-day requirement, avoids handover to Osibanjo. NAD laments accumulated salaries, says FG fails to fulfill promise. Yes, on the list story, Buhari is set to travel for a medical checkup. And the resident doctors are still threatening for another strike. And remember that during the campaign of the 2015 and the rest of them, the president told us that he will not embark on medical trip, which means that the health sector must be fixed. And 6 years down the line, he's still returning to London for medical checkup.
Not only London, he has been to different places. So, not only London. So this news, I read it this morning, and when I just read it, I started laughing. Like, I was, thank God I didn't make any mistake on air, but I was like, come on, this is becoming too much. Let us try as much as possible to do something into our health sector. Fine, the resident doctors are threatening to go on another strike just because of things that they are lacking.
Accumulated salaries. During the COVID-19, they were saying of the PPE, the personal protective equipment, they were not given. And the rest of them.
And there was a lot of promise over there that they're
Yes.
going to you know, I don't know, we are full of promising and promise. Well, God will save us, no worry.
Okay, still on the Punch newspaper. Yes, Super TV CEO, the suspect confessed yesterday. Suspect's father arrested. Lecturers, classmates shocked. Unilag silent.
Me say I'm shocked though.
The 21-year-old that killed the 50-year-old Super TV CEO. Yes, you must have seen the story, and it's on page 4 and 5 of the Punch. Yes, you can do well to read up that story. It's viral. It's everywhere. You can do well to read up the story. Yes, the Super CEO killed by her mistress Chidinma Ojukwu, and Chidinma Ojukwu, she killed the man. We don't want to know what transpired, but all I'm saying is, for me, the moral decadence of our moral decadence is on the low. Yes, how can a 50-year-old man leave his family in Abuja and follow 21-year-old girl?
Well,
and how can a 21-year-old girl, without fear or anything, be going after a 50-year-old man? Well, it's we are well, I can't say we are. This is adultery, and the rest of them. Well, God will help this nation. God will help His people.
See, in my own opinion regarding this story, I would just say you've said it all. Like, how will a 51-year-old man going after a 21-year-old? Fine, we've seen cases of young ladies getting married to an elderly people. You understand? It's not bad. But you're a married man, for crying out loud. You left your family
in Abuja.
Well, nobody knows what transpired.
Nobody
But
knows.
he left his family.
But
He left his family in Abuja.
in my own opinion, honestly speaking, I think we as human we have to do better. I don't want to say as men or something or anybody. I don't want to point any accused finger on anybody. But generally, as human, we have to do better when it comes to living our lives because we have no idea what can happen in the next minute.
Exactly.
That is just imagine she stabbed him and just like that.
It just occurred to me. You remember something that trained, I think 2 months ago, concerning the young man again that trained that job hotter. You remember the story?
Yeah.
So I think Christ, this something that is happening in this. I call it just only Nigeria. You understand? I didn't know the rate of murdering and all those things is getting high, but God will help me.
Infidelity.
Infidelity is adultery.
Okay.
Adultery. The Bible condemned it.
not
Adultery.
infidelity.
So, okay. Still on the Punch newspaper, another story. Amoteku consults residents as robbers, writes Osun community demand 20 million naira. Amoteku is like Amoteku. They want to step up in their job now. Yes. We talk about insecurity and the rest of them. Even in Lagos these days, some people hardly stop on traffic because when you stop, the rest, it will be history.
It will be history.
So okay, yes. Let's move on to the Sun newspaper. Yes. On the list story, Defense Chief Erabo attacks Sheikh Gumi. Says anyone accusing military of conniving with bandits, hallucinating. Islamic cleric should be arrested. IPOB. FG was retired military officers. Yes, we read this story yesterday. When Sheikh Gumi was accusing the army of conniving with bandits and the rest of them. But the defense headquarters now from the defense minister, one of the military chiefs, Irabo, he's saying that Gumi should keep quiet, and IPOP themselves are saying that Gumi should be arrested. We said it yesterday. In a Senate line, Gumi should be behind bars now, answering questions and giving information on how to restore sanity to this country, because he seems to be like the spokesman for the bandits and the terrorists. Yes. So the IPOP themselves are saying Gumi should be arrested. And also you can see that on page, you can read the story on page 6. And still on the Sun newspaper, tension as government storm Abuja hotel, kidnaps his guest owner, 5 bandits killed, 2 arrested in Niger. Page 26 of the Punch. And also lastly on that Punch, on Sun newspaper, Anambra Guba Ezenwa Kwosolu those runner up rejects Abga primary results. Yes, we will still see many stories about this Abga gubernatorial primaries.
Okay, on the Nation newspaper, we have the same story of the 21-year-old that killed the Super TV boss. Why I killed Super TV boss by 21-year-old undergraduates. You can get the full story on the page 6 of the Nation newspaper, and also on the 8.1 kilometer Ife North connecting road inaugurated by Oyetola, page 43 of the Nation newspaper. Oyetola is the governor of Osun State, so you can just grab a copy and read through. President off to London on medical vacation, page 8 of the Nation newspaper. We've talked about that on the Punch newspaper. And Tinubu hails Gbajabiamila Sanwo-Olu on birthday, page 4 of the Nation newspaper. And on the front page of the Nation newspaper, we have I will okay restructuring bill if passed, says Buhari. President reaffirms position that only National Assembly can reorganize Nigeria. Okay, you can get the story. The story is actually on the front page of the Nation newspaper. Grab a copy and read through. And still on the front page, Senate to begin final push for PIB passage next week. Lawmakers won't consider frivolous loan request. Yes, the story is on the front page of the Nation newspaper, and the continuation of the story, you can get that on the page 8 of the Nation newspaper. I think that is there. Okay, on Twitter suspension a hard decision to take. Okay, now we've already talked about Twitter suspension all this way, so I don't think we have to go deep about the story again. You can get the story on the front page of the Nation newspaper and the continuation of the story on the page 5 of the Nation newspaper. Yes, that is what we have here on the Nation newspaper. I don't know.
On the front page of the Guardian newspaper, you see 224,000 children, $27.8 billion lost to conflict in Northeast, says United Nations. It's featured on the very first page of the newspaper. You know, it's the issue of insurgency and the wahalas in the country. You know, it will definitely consume resources. God helping us.
Amen.
On the third page of the newspaper, how $300 million NNPC fund was secretly lodged. Oh God, it's featured there. You can read more on that story. Buhari returns to UK for medical promises vibrant space sector. It's also featured on the page 3. Unilag undergraduate tells how she murdered Super TV CEO lover, and the news is all over.
Small girl with big God.
Oh God.
No. Which big God? It can't be big God.
God will never tell you to do that.
It can't be big God.
That's
Which big God is that one?
That's the way they when I say moral decadence, that's their own way of qualifying their evil doings these days. Say there is
Small girl with big God. Okay.
Somebody actually tweeted and send it like slay queens in a slay court.
Okay.
The news is featured on the 8th page of the newspaper The Guardian this morning.
Okay.
Yes, court rejects EFCC evidence against Lawal alleged 544 million fraud case. Oh God, the money plenty small though. It's featured on the 3rd page also of the news. I think for now that's what I have for you.
Okay, we'll go on this short break. When we'll come back, we'll give you the. We are here loaded with newspapers. If in case you cannot lay a hand, we'll giving you the list stories. We'll go on this short break. When we'll come back, it will be time for more. Keep listening to us. Download the app on Google Play Store and Apple Store. Follow us on our social media platforms. We are live on Facebook, yes, and also on LagoonTV. You can watch us live and direct so that you can see us. We are doing great things here. Okay, you're still tuned to Lagoon Radio, your number 1 online gospel radio in Nigeria and the official radio of the Anglican Diocese of Lagos. Of course, we are transmitting live from the Diocesan Palace right here in Marina, Lagos. Yes, we are live on Facebook. We need to re-echo it more and more so that you can hear. We are live on Facebook. Yes, Lagoon Radio is live on Facebook and also on YouTube at LagoonTV. Yes, download that app on Google Play Store and Apple Store and follow us on our social media platforms. Like I said, Facebook, number 1. Instagram, yes, we are there. And it's all about the newspaper review. Yes, before we went on that break, we've done justice to some of the papers, The Punch and the rest of them. Now, Sandra is coming up with the Tribune newspapers.
Yes, Nigerian Tribune. Okay, Nigeria is poor. Only opinion is to borrow Senate President. You can see that one in page 33.
Nigeria is poor.
Nigeria is poor.
We actually see somebody said something. No. Somebody said something that God has actually been answering our prayers in Nigeria, but our leaders are not allowing it.
I said this
You
before.
said, okay, I don't remember you were the one that said
yes,
it. I don't know.
we've been praying because we are making we had an argument yesterday. Somebody said that no need to pray for Nigeria again. As God has been answering the prayers, but our leaders, so-called leaders, have refused to allow God to walk through them, so that the prayer God has been answering.
So they are not Daniel. After Daniel fasted for 21 days,
That is it. How can you say Nigeria is poor?
Well,
look at Lawan, who was oh God.
It is well. Stay on Nigeria Tribune. Why I stopped? Wow. Gosh. Why I stopped this Super TV CEO Trev. 21-old female Unilag student. You can see that one in page 34.
Okay.
34. Still on that. Oh God. I think is a story that you can see it all over.
Yeah, it's all over since yesterday. It has been trending since yesterday. So
exactly. Still on Nigerian Tribune, Buhari returned to London for medical checkup. You can see that one. Still you can see that one on page 37. You can see that one on page 37. Okay. The Boundary government offer who avoid the past freedom election formats. You can see that one in page 37 still. You can see that one in page 37 still. Stockholder change UK, US, and Canada. Okay. I think you can still see that one still in page 37.
of the Tribune newspaper.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, still on that Tribune. Let me. I saw a story.
Okay.
Sandra skipped the story, but I wanted to be more popular than Oyenusi, Anene, Rambo.
Oh my God!
And the robbery suspect. So Sandra skipped that story. A robbery suspect that was arrested with his charms and the rest of them. He mentioned Ventran armed robbers. Do we have Ventran and armed robbery? Yes, if we have Anini and Rambo and the rest of them. He said he wanted to be more popular
than them.
That's
wow.
I think the upbringing really matters most. The kind of people you look up to as your role model and all. So I don't know. I don't know the kind of environment he grew up from, you understand? But then how could somebody in the same mindset, he wants to be like Anini?
Rambo. Anini, all those criminals.
Okay, we're still on that Nigeria tribute. Still on the issue of alignment to rape court granted Babi Ijisha $2 million bill. You can see that one in page 35.
Oh, yes, you know this story. Some people has been saying why granting him bail. According to law, it's a bailable offense.
Exactly.
He is liable to bail. So, but the court will take decision and the rest of them. So, it's a bailable offense. For some people asking why granting him bail. Yes, and remember, he is still accused. He has not been convicted. So, when he's convicted, the law will take its course. And moving on the newspaper's review, yes, we have this day newspaper. On the list story, Nigeria will soon overcome its security challenges, says Osibanjo, the vice president. Like what we are saying. We are praying, God. Like someone, during the Israel and the Palestine wahala, somebody tweeted that Israel built an anti-bomb dictative that you cannot, once you throw anything inside Israel, from outside Israel, it can never land in Israel. It will detonate on the air. And somebody jokingly said that Israel are protecting themselves. They built the people of Israel, the people of God, are protecting themselves, while we, Nigeria, are praying for God of Israel to protect us.
Who is using God of?
Okay, also on that. Okay. That sounds funny, but that is it. Yes. Well, okay, we'll go to on this day the business part. COVID-19 pandemic increased global debt by $24 trillion.
Okay.
Okay. That is it on this day. And that is it on this day.
All right. Okay, all right. Okay, Shegun, I'm with you.
Okay, on Leadership Friday, I have this. We should be careful. 7 died as FCT records 91 cholera cases. It's featured on the page 11 of the newspaper. Leadership Friday. So we act wisely. We should be careful and be watchful. Rev'd query NNPC's $30 million deposit in Skybank on page 21. And I think the country is broke true. But it is well.
We are not broke.
We are not broke.
Nigeria, we are
our leaders are telling us that we are broke.
because they are the ones looting the
The
money.
Senate president said it. The third citizen of the country.
Yes.
Yeah.
Senate president.
And you believe that
And
you're
you believe
broke.
it. Do you know how? Okay.
I think
Last year, let's not try to divert attention. Last year, we know how much Conde and NDDC. We know how much we said that was even when they said that they made travels and the rest of them on their budget. When the whole world was on lockdown, where did you travel to? And
Nowhere.
since that time, they said off the mic. We don't off that.
We don't have the mic.
The mic
The
is
mic-
off till
The mic
now.
is off the-
Till
we are-
now.
No, don't worry. We will
Who
on
on
the
the
generator.
mic?
The light went off, so we
The
on the
light
generator.
went
The
off.
microphone will be on. Yeah,
Okay.
I think I want to leave us with a question before I close the chapter on this newspaper.
Okay.
Let's citing national interest. PMB, that is the President Muhammad, will shift ground on restructuring. Now my question is, it's been featured on that newspaper Punch. The question is this, Chimize, maybe we have to resolve this later on. Are you sure the president is truly telling us the fact that he would sign that restructuring bill if passed by the
He
Senate?
has said it.
He-
That
Okay.
we'll take our
No, we love our
we'll
president.
take our
and
president as
he
man of
promises
his word.
well to
Yes.
at least.
We take him as a man of his word.
Okay.
He said that he will pass the bill if he will sign the bill if it's eventually passed. Remember that we are talking about, I said it yesterday, we're talking about restructuring. And many politicians have different definitions of this restructuring. And we are talking about constitution review and the rest of them.
Okay.
So our leaders, our so-called leaders, they seem to be confused. So that's why. So it will take time, but we hope. But remember that former president, the one that died, he started, when he was elected, he said that the election that brought him into office was a fraud. And he started, Yaradua, he started the amendment of the electoral bill. This is someone who wants to do something.
Yeah.
So that is it. So let's hope.
So if you want more story on that, you can just, it's on the third page of the newspaper.
Okay.
Okay, I think the blueprint.
blueprint,
Yes, it says on the front page, Bagada, like this, it's saying that paying 774,000 participants may not be visible. 413,330 beneficiaries get 24.8 billion naira allowance. Says program will reflect economy bottom line. You can get that on page 6 of the blueprint newspaper.
And that is the 20,000 naira job.
Yes,
The
which
20,000 naira job, which
one is
federal
that?
government said they wanted to give to people in each local
In
government.
each local
Yes,
government.
that, in each local
Let's
Did you send
congratulate
your
Chimize.
your account number that time?
why should I?
Congratulations,
No, the
Chimize.
I didn't, because you saw it. The senators that are saying that we are broke, they were looking for slots. That was why the job was spending that time. They had issue with the state minister of labor because they were looking for slots. They wanted the job to go through them. You are earning millions and you still want 20,000 naira job that people will earn
People
to
will
go
earn to
through
go
you.
to-
And look at them now saying that paying the money is not
No.
feasible.
Human want is insatiable.
Yes,
Well,
that
okay.
you may say that you have and still on the front page of the blueprint newspaper, we have COVID-19 vaccine. Federal government extends second dose administration by 10 days. Urges Nigerians to take jab. Page 9. I want to ask you guys: have you taken
Ezekiel
your
never
Vaccine,
take.
very
COVID-19?
important.
Have you taken
Have you
yours?
taken your vaccine? Have
Very-
you taken the first dose? You cannot take the second dose if you didn't.
If you
take
haven't
the
taken
but
the first dose.
is open. You can actually go and take the first dose now.
Have you taken?
Wanted to take it. Yes.
Okay.
So
Don't
you
worry, don't
okay?
worry.
Federal government has actually extended the second dose admission by 10 days. So if you haven't taken the first dose, that means you're still on a loan thing. I don't know. So INEC resumes CVR Monday, deploys 5,346 personnel to 2,673 centers. You can get that on the page 14 of Blueprint newspaper. Dangote Group's plan Cameroon's oil gas push. Page 23 of Blueprint newspaper. Fan begs airlines, passengers, orders over poor facilities. Page 24 of the Blueprint newspaper. Yes, you can get that. Just grab a copy. Still on insecurity, Iraba Palace retired senior officers on way out. Yes, the story is actually on the front page of the Blueprint newspaper, and the continuation is on page 6. Yes, Nigeria has biggest electricity deficit in Africa. ECA. Okay. Page 23 of the Blueprint newspaper. 45 years after Oyetola inaugurates 8.1 kilometer Moro Yakoyo Ipetimodo Asipa Road. Page 19. Oyetola is actually my governor in Osun State. So people of Osun State, they are actually saying he's doing well. So I don't know. I don't really know.
Is he really doing well?
That's what I want to
I'm not there, but they're saying that it's doing well for them.
No, but the last time you travel, how is the road? That's when I qualify my the governor. The road aspect, how is the road? The teachers, as they be.
Well, actually, road is not what we're going to. Road is not what is going to put food on our table. That is just it.
It's just I don't know how to say it. At this age in Nigeria, after how many years of independence, after 20-something years of democracy, we are still talking about road development, infrastructure, and the rest of them. It's so shameful. You've seen it all, and that's the Nigeria we are. It is well, like we always say.
Nigeria, my country.
Yes, and that's the size of the package this morning on the newspaper review. Yes, tune in again on Monday by 9:30 a.m. Yes, on Friday is a special edition because it comes your way by 10:30. Good morning from me and Osike Chimezie and the rest of the crew, Sandra, Sheyi, and Ezekiel. Do have a lovely day. The next voice you'll be hearing on the program is Oragba. It's our Yoruba program. Keep listening to Lagoon Radio, your number one online gospel radio in Nigeria and the official radio of the Anglican Diocese of Lagos. Do have a lovely day.
You are listening to Lagoon Radio.